Hi, this is Earthy Indigo, psychic medium, intuitive, and tarot card reader. This is celebrity psychic reading for Bill Cosby. Everybody knows what's going on with Bill Cosby in the news and all the allegations and him going to trial, his trial starting. The energy around him and what's going on in the household, as expected, is very chaotic. A lot of arguing back and forth. That's what's coming through. A lot of arguing. Not Bill himself. It's the energy from Bill as to barking, like barking out orders. That comes through. And it's a lot of barking coming from Bill. A lot of confusion around him, a lot of barking out orders, making sure things are right. But among family members, a lot of arguing. It feels disorganized. A lot of disorganized energy. But when it's time to, they're going to get it together. But right now it's just very heightened, very chaotic. It feels like a lot of ripping and running, a lot of running around. A lot of you're going to do this and you're going to do that and you do that and you look this way and you be like that and you, it's that kind of energy. Everybody's trying to, game is on, game time, that kind of energy. It's a strong frequency that's coming through from Bill's son that died in the car accident. So a lot of energy around him. A lot of shame and a lot of blame. It's an energy coming from the son that passed. Like, you could have helped me. You could have helped me. Not regarding the car accident, but what's coming through is like the son owed money, or the son had an issue with money. And it's an energy of you could have helped me. Like, dad could have helped me. You could have helped me. That comes through. It's a lot of shame. It's a lot of grief. It's the energy around the sun. It's a strong frequency coming through from the sun. It's like I love Pops. It's an energy like he loved, like letting me know that he loves him. But he could have helped me. It's like he could have helped. He's let me know that money was owed. It's like he owed money. Large amounts of money. It feels like it's related to things that aren't so right. Like drugs, different things that aren't right, you know. I just needed help this one time. But it's not an energy of it was just that one time. It feels like he had needed help like this many times before. But Bill didn't expect him to die. It wasn't, he didn't. It's a lot of controversy around how the son died. It's the energy around things being tampered with that wasn't right, that caused the crash. Not just a crash, but it's the energy of things being tampered with. Like the car was tampered with. Something wasn't right. Like he was set up. Like he was hit, like it was a hit on him versus him crashing a car. And it's an energy that's coming in from the sun, like you could have helped me, you could have stopped this. It's also energy around the situation with the sun and the people who the son owed money, being very connected to what's going on now and the allegations. It's almost like a vendetta. Well, it's not almost, it's the energy of a vendetta, a gripe. Now, that's not to dismiss anyone who's ever been abused or raped or anything. Not to be dismissed, because that's heinous and horrible and traumatic. But what's coming through is that this is connected to an old gripe. And it's connected to the son who died and the people that he owed money. And what I'm hearing is not about the money, it's about the principle. It's not about the money anymore, it's about the principle. And it's like, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. It's the energy of, I'm gonna show your ass. Feels like this is a guy, he wears glasses. He's older now, around this, not as old as Bill, but this guy comes through, slim, glasses, white guy, slim with glasses, strong nose, short, square forehead, and it's like his hair, the way that it comes off his head, it comes off the front of his head a little bit, kind of like a flat pompadour, but comes off the front. He's older now, but what I'm being shown is him younger. Like it's coming through younger, cigar in his mouth, glasses, highly pissed. It was like he banged the phone down on the receiver, and it's been war ever since. So energy of this man working or being connected to, of course, television, but not just daytime TV. This man has his hands in a little bit of everything. But it feels like it's seedy too, like he's connected to drugs and he's also connected to pornography. I'm not speaking on Bill now, I'm speaking on this man, the man that is angry. He feels connected. It feels like he's kingpin connected, mob connected, TV connected, drug connected, pornography connected. Feels like he has his hands in a little bit of everything, knows a little bit of everybody. Feels like he was a very powerful back in the late 60s, 70s. Known for getting you the drugs, known for getting you women, known for getting you what you needed. So the energy that comes through is by the time he was dealing with his son, this is the energy that's coming through. By the time he was dealing with the son, he was less powerful. Or dealing. It's the energy around dealing. It's the energy around drugs. By the time him and his people was dealing with the son, and no longer with the father, Bill, he wasn't as powerful at that time, or he wasn't able to do what he it wasn't as much fear around him, and it's the energy of them continually testing him, and other people in the industry testing him too, like, oh, you know, you're washed up, I'm worth this and that now. Like, you think you're going to embarrass me, I'll embarrass you. It's the energy of Bill not standing down to him. This all comes through as a vendetta, a grudge. I'll show your ass, that kind of energy. Now, when someone is abused, hurt, whatever, especially the allegations that's being made against Bill, I'm not even sure of the number. What was it, like 50, 60, 70 some women? Very serious matter. It's an energy though of them all. Some of them, it's a large percentage of them working with this particular man. Drugs, escorting, prostitution. Not saying that any of those women deserved any of that. Nobody deserves that. But it wasn't difficult, it feels like, for this man to push the envelope now and get some of those women now to come out and do this now. Because now they have to pay for their prescriptions. Now they need doctor money. You know, they need to pay for their prescriptions. The AARP discount ain't doing enough. It's like, yeah, things were a little bit fuzzy that day. Kind of an energy. I do remember that. It's like, there's an energy of some truth to it. There's an energy that comes through from a lot of the women that sexual acts happen. That is coming through. Sexual acts happened. But it's also energy that some of the women weren't as delusional or off as they portray. And this trial is going to be a lot of shocking turn of events and a lot of a shocking ending. In a lot of the cases, charges are going to be dropped and dismissed. There are going to be some that stick, but it's going to be a shocking amount that are dismissed and dropped. Doesn't make it right. Like, nothing about that what happened is permissible, anything. But the energy that comes through is going to be a shocking turn of events. This is a grudge. This is a vendetta. And it's not just that one guy. It's a group of guys. It's a group. It's an entire group. But mostly this was spearheaded and pushed by that one guy. It's an energy. And what's coming through is eventually you're going to see him in the paper too. You're going to see him in the news too. He's going to be brought out into the forefront too. It's going to be mentions of him too. Feels like he was, I'm sure, being shown a younger view of him, but because I'm seeing a gray suit, it looks like it's older, from the 70s. Brown leather shoes. He's not that tall. glasses, prominent nose, like it's large. It feels like it's a prominent nose, short forehead, hair that comes down and swoops over a bit. Him in a group, but he was the most angry. Because it was like, how dare this N-word? How dare this N-word? How dare this? Like, how dare this? Think he taking over my... Like, it's that kind of energy. Like, it's... How dare you think you taking over my... How dare you think you can, like, do me any kind of way? It's like, curse you. Curse you. A lot of the charges are going to be dropped. It's going to be a shocking amount of them dropped. Some will stick. Not the strongest energy of time served. It's not the strongest. Things can always change, but it's not the strongest energy of time served. There's going to be a lot of instances where they have to take Bill out of the courtroom to the emergency room, or a lot of sickening things, a lot of instances of him being ill and not well, and them taking him back and forth to the doctor, hospital. It's gonna be a scene. It's gonna be a spectacle. Strong energy of a lot of the charges being dropped, a lot of things being dropped, a shocking amount, a shock to the nation, because this isn't just, it's bigger than Bill Cosby. It's a public lynching. Not that it's right, any of what the allegations are. Nobody should be treated that way, or nothing should happen to a... No woman deserves to be raped. Period. Nobody deserves to be raped. Period. But what energetically is coming through is that everybody wasn't delusional in this. It's just easy to hang him that way. But then again, he helped to tie up his own noose, so to speak. A lot of the charges are going to be dropped, a shocking amount. Some of them will stick. A lot of him going to the hospital during the trial. Feels like in a lot of ways he's going to be vindicated. A lot of the people who shamed him through and before the trial and when the allegations were made, it's going to be like pie in their face. They're going to eat crow. It feels like there's going to be a restoration of some of his, his degrees and awards and what he's done, because Dr. Cosby has, done a lot for the community. Period. Period. But it still doesn't negate, But energetically, what's coming through is that a lot of charges will be, a shocking amount will be dropped. A percentage of them will be dropped. It won't be... It's just a strong energy that's coming through around shock in the trial. Shock, and restoration. A lot of the charges will be dropped. It's like something will be dropped or exonerated or settled, but it's not a strong energy around settle. If it's a strong energy around the restoration, it feels like they want to make this trial as short as possible because they want to hang them as fast as possible, and they want to make the trial short as possible. But it feels like the intent, it feels like they want to make the trial as short as possible so they can hang them as fast as possible, smudge them as fast as possible. But it's an energy that comes through that his legal team will be stellar, and they have a lot of curves and a lot of ways that's going to prolong things and keep it going so that it's going to work out to where a lot of charges and a lot of things going to be dropped, dismissed, not able to be admissible. It's a strong energy, not admissible in court, not admissible. This isn't admissible. A lot of it won't be admissible. It has to be like erased, dropped away. That kind of energy comes through. It feels like some things will stick, but it's not a strong energy around time served. Now, energy can always change. Things do go left and right, and the wind does blow, but it's not a strong energy on time served. It's a strong energy around restoration, restoring his legacy. A lot of people eating crow. It is not the strong, and I normally don't go there, but it's not the strongest energy of after the trial ends of Dr. Cosby being with us that much longer. But there is an energy of a restoration of his legacy and pride being put back into his legacy and the work that he's done outside of the allegations. Not the struggle. Back to the frequency of his son. It's not from the other side coming through as anger. It was just, you could have helped me. It's like you could have paid them. You could have helped me. But it's not an energy of no longer being resentful. It's still love. But it was an energy of him like, you could have helped me. Like, Dad, you could have helped me. It's an energy around restoration to Dr. Cosby. Still there's shame, still there's hurt. His family is going to have to go through therapy. Years of it's a mess. Anxiety, panic attacks. But it's a strong energy around a restoration to his legacy. I'm Earthy Indigo, psychic, medium, intuitive, and tarot card reader. Click on the link in the description to book a reading. Remember, it's 3 questions for $10. I'm Earthy Indigo, and I love to read for you. Bye.